Hey, welcome back. I'm Jen Ward with Family and Finance Success. Today I wanted to bring in 2018, sharing with you my business goals and a couple of my personal goals, as well as my planner choice because I am a paper planner fanatic, and also my word of the year. So let's jump right in. All right, so for family and finance success, it may be a little bit of a change to hear that I have business goals. Last year, I decided that family and finance success would be a true blue business, and just saying that and celebrating that is very exciting. So, of course, that would lend itself to actually having business goals, and I do have five of those. I am doing what is called a 5 by 5. And if you're not familiar with this, read the Conquer Kit, and I will leave who it is by below. The name is escaping me right now. But I found this kind of way to map out your business goals to be really, really doable. I love it because you're not taking on all of the things. You're taking on really what's going to promote and prompt your business to excel. And then you're taking those 5 by 5 goals. So you have five main goals, and then you're giving five mini goals underneath of them. So they're like five mini steps to help you reach that bigger goal. So ultimately, throughout the whole entire year, you're only really working on 25 little goals. Now, you can do this. A 3 by 3, a 4 by 4, a 2 by 2, however you want. It doesn't have to be 5 by 5. But with a new business, you get a lot of new goals, and you really have to be smart and also narrow them down. So I'm going to share with you my five business goals for 2018 for family and finance success. So my first goal for family and finance success is to actually change the blog website platform that I currently have. Currently, I'm on Blogger because it is free to set up. I learned how to code so that I could customize the website myself, and it's worked for me for the last 5 years. I used to have the Nifty Thrifty Lady there. I kind of created family and finance success on that same platform because it's what I knew, and at that point, I wasn't expecting to turn this into a business. Now that I really do feel the need to step up my game and also make my website function a little bit differently that I just can't get from Blogger. So with that goal, I'm incorporating not only figuring out how to transform or, basically take one platform to the next, I'm also including some costs. So there's some little mini goals in that. Goal number 2 for family and finance success for 2018 is to launch an online course. And this is not going to be like an online course that is a day or 3 days or a week or a month or 3 months. There's going to be a 12-month course that I am launching. And I'm not calling it a course either. I'm calling it a program. It's based on finances, and it's going to be really, really exciting. So if that sounds like something that would intrigue you and you think, well, that sounds awesome, you can subscribe to my email list, and more details will be coming out about that in February. The third goal for 2018 for family and finance success is to structure and set up startup business consulting. I have an accounting degree, and I have all of the skills to actually I have all the skills and knowledge to help startup businesses get their finances in order. So that is one goal for me to add to my services this year in 2018, because like me, I was a startup business, still am considered a startup business, but I have that financial aspect down because I have that talent, where a lot of people who start up businesses are doing it because it's their passion. So usually finances get pushed to the side, and that is what makes a lot of businesses fail. And if you take that theory and you kind of put it into personal finance, a lot of the times that's what makes marriages, really battle each other out, is finances. So I am going to be developing a service that meets the needs of startup businesses and really just getting them where they need to be financially. Goal number 4 is to, this is a big one, rent a office space for 2018. I see personal finance clients locally a lot, and I go into their homes. And while it hasn't been a safety issue as of yet, I'm guessing pretty soon down the line it'll be outside of my circle, if you know what I mean. Like a friend's referred me to another friend who we know, and it's usually going to be a safe situation. And most of the times it would always be a safe situation, but you could encounter a time. So I am actually looking into renting a co-working space where I will be able to meet clients privately and also get out of this environment of my home office and work with a co-working space, which is going to be really exciting change. But that is a goal. And a couple of many steps in with that is to find a place and also source the money in order to rent that. And my fifth goal for 2018 is to build 52 new relationships. And these are relationships with other businesses or people, services that we as a whole could refer each other to, also have a working knowledge, maybe be able to collaborate. And do a lot of fun things together. And the 52, I'm trying to divide them half locally within my tri-state area and then half online, because I think it's really cool with having an online program coming out this year that I have the ability to reach 50 states and maybe internationally one day. So I am setting my sights on 25 local resources, business relationships, and then 25 online relationships. So those are my business goals for this year. Now, my personal goals. Guys, if you followed me for any time, you know that I am like a goal setter. I love goals. I like being able to break them down, reach them, all of that. I, however, am taking a different stance on goals this year, and it has come over the growth that I've made in my spiritual life. So this year, I only have two main goals. And they actually aren't even in those 5 areas of life that I recommend you to have goals. Personally, I was struggling this year. I was thinking, I don't know what I want my goals to be. And I felt like I was struggling because I go into goal setting a lot without asking God, what does He want me to do this year? So this year I prayed about it, and the 2 goals that I actually have written down that I want to accomplish this year, and you might think they're completely silly, but these are what I'm feeling led. Number 1 is to be a better gift giver. Being a better gift giver kind of was laid on my heart, because to be a good gift giver, you have to know the person that you're giving the gift to. And so I did this little thing of, why do I want to be a better gift giver? And I prayed about it, and I did this little card, and I was like, why do I want to be a better gift giver? And this is what it came up. Gifts are some people's love languages. They show that you pay attention and care. Gifts don't have to be expensive, but money should not interfere with gift giving. So I just thought that that was really interesting. That was what I kind of came out of that prayer of, why do I need to be a better gift giver? And this is it. Like, so for me, I'm always stressed out about how I'm gonna, give the best gift, but also the cheapest gift, and still make it kind of relate to them. And it just seems that God's laying on my heart that I need to think about what that person wants more than about what's going to fit within my budget. And then if I'm doing that, I also have to fully rely on Him to make sure that I am having that money there. So that's my get one goal for this year, which is just, I don't know, it kind of goes outside of my realm. And I think God is really trying to stretch me in 2018. And then my second goal is to be more direct and decisive with what I want. I have a lot of past history of just not being direct, not being able to tell people what I want, expressing my emotions or feelings at all. And like, this is actually really vulnerable for me to even be saying this. So I did the exact same exercise I did. I turned this over and I said, why? Why is this important? And I prayed about it. And this is what it says. It says that being direct and decisive will help me communicate my needs and wants better. Making decisions and sticking to them will also build my consistency and create an environment that is proactive. Being direct will limit confusion between me and my husband, and it will also express my expectations, and it will limit my disappointments. It was like, oh wow, this is such a great goal. It's really what I needed. So those are my two main goals for this year. We're doing finances this year as a couple. We've done them as a couple before, but we haven't actually sat down to do them for 2018 because this year is going to be very much on a month-to-month basis because I think things will look different every single month as opposed to having one income. There will probably be two incomes. That is an actual goal this year, is for me to bring home an income. You're probably thinking, so Jen, then what are your goals like socially and personally and, with your everything else? And this is what God laid on my heart. It's to follow him. I am to just follow him this year and everywhere that he is prompting me to go, and to not put limits on where that is. So this is going to be a really big year. Because of that, when I was praying about my word of the year, and if you don't do a word of the year, what is a word of the year, you might want to know. It's kind of a word that you focus on throughout the year. And I used to do this at the end of the year. I would kind of sum up my year in one word, because sometimes it changes throughout the year. But I found that if I'm intentional with setting my word and really praying about where God has me want to go for the year, I can just kind of intentionally make a lot of decisions based on that. So as I was setting up my business goals and setting up and praying about the few goals that I have this year for me and my family, he was just laying on my heart that this is my year to bloom. And that kind of makes sense because my words the last couple of years have been cultivate, refine, grow. And so I think right now I've kind of done all of the weeding out of the things that don't need to be in my life. I have cultivated the ground around me, the soil around me, by giving me the skills that I need to do things, bettering my marriage, bettering my parenting. And I think this year he's just saying that I'm going to reap the benefits of that and bloom. And it's going to be a struggle. I think it always is. But it's really, really inspiring to go into the year with that really cool, like just that momentum already. So that's my word of the year, is bloom. And I want to share with you my planner. Of course, I want to share with you my planner. I went with the Inkwell Press Classic that you can get at OfficeMax. I did this because my husband wanted to gift me a planner this year, and I wasn't 100% sold on any of them. I'll just be completely honest. I wanted to do power sheets for goal setting. I wanted to maybe stick with my plum planner. And then my husband was like, I want to gift you a planner for Christmas, so can you just tell me what you want? And I was like, oh wow, practicing my decisiveness already, huh? So I said, you know what? There is an Inkwell Press Classic weekly, monthly at OfficeMax. You can go get it at any point in time in December. There you go. And that's what I ended up with. And I'm really happy that I did. I get overwhelmed by having all of the different things in planners. This is really simple enough. They have a nice little mission board. It's just the right amount. And if you know anything about planners, really thick paper counts. And this planner has beautiful paper. It's thick and it's glossy, and it's the best that I've ever actually written on, and I've written on several planners. So the price point was $45, I believe, and you could use a coupon with it. If you got a 20% off coupon from OfficeMax, you could use that. You could use reward points. So I just really like that. So that's what I went with. I did that. The color scheme is like really muted. I like that too. 2018, I just feel like is being declared by many a year of growth and a year of sprouting new wings. So I want to hear from you guys. What are you working on in 2018 that has got you motivated and pumped to like really dig in and do it? Because I don't think I've ever gone into a year with this much enthusiasm and saying that, and like basically declaring this is going to be my year. So it's pretty exciting. Like I said, I know there'll be challenges and there's going to be roadblocks, but I am just so determined to face them with the most positive and exciting attitude about it, like, and just problem solving. So I want to hear from you all. Please tell me what your goals are. And if you don't have that same attitude, like you're dreading 2018, what is it that I can do to help you put a positive spin on it? Or is it a time that you just really have to grieve something? 2014, 2015 were my years to just grieve a lot of losses. And in that respect, I get it. You cannot go into that with the most exciting and upbeat attitude. And I really, really get that. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, another one of these ladies who are just out there, speaking it up, well, I really get where you're at too. So if that's the boat that you are in this year and you're kind of dreading the year, you can tell me that too. And I will try to encourage you and cheer you on for doing whatever it is that you need to do to have that grieving process, have that time where you're building yourself back up. Of course, if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I can guarantee you a Friday video and a monthly grocery haul and meal plan. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to spending 2018 with you.